Hi there. So how many phrasal verbs can you make using just one simple word? Take the verb look. Most learners know look at and look for, but what about look into, look ahead, look after, look up, or look out for? One thing worth noting is that one simple verb like look can combine with different particles to create a whole range of completely different meanings which are used naturally by native speakers every day. That's exactly what we're going to explore in this lesson. In this lesson, taken from my new course, 400 plus Essential Phrasal Verbs, I'll explain some of the most useful phrasal verbs with look, show you how they're actually used, and point out some of the differences that often confuse even advanced learners. Let's get started. Hello, and welcome to Lesson 1. In this lesson, we're going to look at a selection of extremely useful phrasal verbs, beginning mainly with look and move. Some of them are very straightforward, while others have more than one meaning. And that's one of the reasons learners often find phrasal verbs so frustrating. Remember, we're not simply learning vocabulary here, we're learning chunks of language that native speakers use every day without even thinking about them. So let's get started. Our first phrasal verb is look after. This means to take care of something or someone. You might ask a friend to look after your dog while you're away on holiday. You might ask a neighbour to look after your house while you're travelling. Or as in the example on the screen, you might ask somebody to look after your bag while you go and buy a coffee. One thing worth noticing is that we often use look after with people, animals and possessions. For example, my sister looks after my mother. Who's looking after the children tonight? Could you look after the cat while we're away? It's one of those phrasal verbs you'll hear constantly in everyday conversation, so it's well worth learning thoroughly. Now, let's move on to look ahead. The first meaning is to think about the future and make plans. This is something we all know we should do, although many of us are better at it than others. Successful people often look ahead. They think about where they want to be next month, next year, or 5 years from now. The example on the screen mentions planning for next year. That's a very common use. If you're studying for an exam, such as CAE or CPE, looking ahead can make a huge difference. Rather than leaving everything until the last minute, you plan your study in advance. A useful expression here is, failing to prepare is preparing to fail. Whether that's completely true or not, there's certainly some wisdom in it. The second meaning of look ahead is closely related but slightly different. Here it means to anticipate future problems or opportunities. In other words, you're not simply planning, you're trying to spot what might happen in the future. If you're a teacher, good teachers do this all the time. They look ahead and think about the difficulties students may encounter later. Businesses do the same thing. Governments try to do the same thing. Sometimes successfully, sometimes not. If you're planning a long car journey, you might look ahead and check for roadworks, traffic delays, or bad weather. The key idea is anticipation. You're thinking several steps ahead rather than simply reacting when problems appear. Next, we have look at. Now, at first glance, this may seem ridiculously easy. Surely everyone knows look at. Well, yes, but let's not dismiss it too quickly. The first meaning is exactly what you'd expect, directing your eyes towards something. Look at that old car. Look at that building. Look at those clouds. Simple enough. But it's worth remembering that many common phrasal verbs are common precisely because we use them so often. If you're taking a speaking exam, the examiner may ask you to look at a photograph and describe what you can see. That's a very natural use of look at. Meaning to. Now, here's where things become more interesting. Look at doesn't always involve your eyes. It can also mean to consider or examine something carefully. For example, we need to look at the evidence. We need to look at the problem. We need to look at the options. In all of these examples, no one is necessarily staring at something. Instead, they're analyzing or considering something. The meaning is extremely common in business, in meetings, and in academic contexts. Let's look at the figures. They don't simply mean look at them physically. They mean examine them and think about what they tell us. Let's move on to look for. The first meaning is to search for something. And in my case, probably a pair of reading glasses that are sitting right on top of my head. The example on the screen mentions looking for keys and glasses. That's a situation many of us can relate to. The second meaning of look for is less obvious. Here, look for means to expect or hope for something. For example, we're looking for a positive outcome. That doesn't mean we're searching for it physically. It means we're hoping for it. In an exam, you're looking for evidence in the text. In a job interview, employers are looking for candidates with particular skills. When reading a newspaper article, you might be looking for information that supports or challenges your opinion. The idea is expectation rather than physical searching. Before we continue, let's pause for a moment and review what we've covered so far. We've seen look after, look ahead, look at, look for. Notice how one simple verb, look, combines with different particles to create completely different meaning. That's one of the keys to mastering phrasal verbs. Don't learn them word by word. Learn them as complete units. Right, let's carry on. Let's continue with look into. Look into means investigate something. The police are looking into the matter. If a student complains about the course, the school needs to look into it properly. You'll often hear this in news reports. When something unusual happens, the authorities usually promise to look into it. Another meaning of look into is to explore possibilities. She's looking into new job opportunities. Many people look into online courses when they want to improve their English. This meaning is less about investigating a problem and more about exploring options. If you're thinking of doing a course, changing careers, or moving abroad, you're probably looking into various possibilities, various options. Look out for. Look out for means watch carefully for something. Look out for the taxi in case it can't find our house. When reading, look out for little words like however or although, because they may change the meaning. This is particularly useful advice for Cambridge exams. Very small words often completely change the meaning of the sentence. Another meaning of look out for is to protect or care for someone. My older brothers always looked out for me. Good friends look out for each other, especially when things get difficult. The meaning is closely connected with loyalty and friendship. Everybody appreciates having someone who looks out for them. Look up. Look up means search for information. I looked the word up online. If you're not sure how a word is used, look it up in an advanced learner's dictionary. One thing I always tell learners is not to guess when a good dictionary can give you the answer in seconds. Another meaning of look up is to improve. Things are finally looking up. After a difficult few months, business is starting to look up again. This is a nice, positive expression. When things start looking up, life is moving in the right direction again. If you've enjoyed this lesson, it's taken from my new self-paced course, 400 plus essential phrasal verbs. The complete course contains 10 in-depth lessons like this one, together with downloadable study notes, full lesson transcripts, self-assessments, quizzes, a comprehensive course companion, a final review, and a beautifully designed A to Z reference guide that brings together every phrasal verb covered in the course. Whether you're preparing for Cambridge Advanced, Cambridge Proficiency, or you simply want to sound more natural and confident in English, I hope you'll find it a valuable resource. You'll find full details using the link in the description. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now. Take care.